This is Maria from Maxi Physio. I prepared for you today a set of exercises that should help you if you are suffering with knee pain, or if you just want to improve your knee stability. So I hope you find it helpful. So for this set of exercises, we're gonna start in sitting with your legs straight. You should ideally have something that you can squeeze, so like an oval similar to this, or if you don't have an oval at home, you can use a cushion or a pillow, something that it's about this wide or maybe a little bit narrower, but something again that you can squeeze without being too strong or too uncomfortable. So we're going to go ahead and start with the legs straight. And what I want you to do is I want you to look at your sort of your thigh muscle. I'm wearing long leggings, but if you're doing this with shorts or just with the area cover, would be better for visual feedback. So what we're going to try to do is just make sure you're comfortable. You can recline a little bit if you want to. Is you're going to think of on the sort of the affected side or the weaker side. You're going to try to activate the quads, your thigh muscle. You can flex the foot, and that normally helps. And I want you to try to think of the medial part of your quads, trying to activate it slightly sooner than the lateral part of the quads, which is your VMO muscle, which is part of the quads. That's what gives you a lot of stability for the knee, versus overworking with the lateral part of the knee. The lateral part of your quads, which will end up bringing more tension in the lateral part of the knee. So if your VL, which is the lateral part of your quads, are overworking, that usually adds more tension on your IT band muscle, and that also can contribute with knee pain. So when you do this, as I say, it should look like it's like a fraction of a second. You activate a little bit sooner the inside than the outside of the thigh. It won't look like it's like one after the other. Yeah, it's just very, very subtle. But I want you to think of that, because even if you think of your brain helping you, engaging like that, it usually helps. Now, we're going to be doing 10, as I put in the description on the video. Now, if this is not working for you, you're not quite sure, you want to make it a little bit deeper, stronger, then that's when the little ball or the cushion will help you. So for this, we'll put it just between the thighs, slightly above the knees. You're going to repeat the same thing, but trying to squeeze in a little bit. Obviously, you're going to be doing both now, but I still want you to focus mostly on your affected side or the weak side, and release. And we'll do it again. You could, of course, do this with your back resting on something if it's more comfortable for you. So you don't have to be without any support. You could be resting on something. When you do the squeeze with the ball, we're going to try to hold for about 3, 2, 1, and release, and again. Good. So you'll be repeating this again for about 10 times. Then we're going to get rid of the ball, and again you can do this, just recline a bit more or resting onto something. You're going to be watching your knee, your position. I want you to slide your heel a little bit, so you allow the knee to bend onto a comfortable range. Then extend the leg, and at the end of it, think of again squeezing or activating your quads, flex the foot to help you, and then let's repeat it again. So this will allow your knee to get a little bit of movement, especially if you're in pain. The knee tends to get very stiff. And we'll do it again. That's it. As you extend, activate the quads strong. Focus again on that medial part of the quads, activating it slightly sooner than the lateral part of the quads. And go again. So I'm showing about 5 repetitions, but I'll allow you to go and finish your 10. After this, we're going to try to do a straight leg raise exercise. So you're going to activate the quads, flex the foot, and try to lift a little bit, and then come down. Yeah? And we'll do it again. You could do this lying down as well. If for any reason you find it's uncomfortable on the hip, you could just do the same thing here, which might be able or might allow you to give you a little bit more range. But otherwise, if you're comfortable doing it into sitting, you could do it like this, or again with both legs straight. Yeah? And you repeat again and finish your 10. Now, we're going to try to add a little bit more stability work, more upright, because it will be a bit more functional for you. We can use the little ball we have. So you'll see my legs, you might see a little bit my body. I'm gonna rest against the wall about legs on a 90-degree angle or a little bit higher if 90 degrees is painful. And you're gonna squeeze the ball, and we're gonna hold again for 3, 2, 1, and release a little bit. Then we'll go again, try to find the position, and repeat this again. This is stronger, yeah? It's isometric work, very strong for the quads, but great for stability. 1, and up. And we'll go again. So you're gonna repeat again 10, doing your 3-second hold and squeeze, 2, 1, and up. Now after you finish your 10, we're gonna hold it for longer. You'll come back and you're gonna be holding the squeeze for 15 to 30 seconds. I'm not gonna hold it as long on the video, but basically you're keeping that tension and holding it for longer for endurance, with the idea of making your quads burn a little bit. And up. So you'll be repeating that longer squeeze as I've put on the description of the video 3 times. So the first one was 10 repetitions, holding for 3 seconds. Once you finish your 10, you do 3 more reps for the longer hold, between 15 to 30 seconds, depending on what your body allows you. And again, that should make you feel your work quite strong to the quads. But again, should be always pain-free. If holding 90 degrees of flexion is a little bit too much for your knee, you just hold it a little bit higher, and that's also fine. Now, the last thing we're going to do is just showing a little bit of release work and stretch work. So we're going to be stretching your hip flexors and your quads, which are important for knee pain as well. We'll start with your hip flexor stretch, going into a lunge and leaning forward. Now, if your knee doesn't like this, you could place a cushion under, or you could do your lunge stretch like this. And ideally, you would be holding this for about 20 to 30 seconds. Again, you could do it with your knee down, or you could do it slightly higher up, depending on what your body feels more comfortable with. For your quads stretch, I'm going to show you a variation you can do into standing. You can see my legs there. So you could do it like so. If this is uncomfortable on your knee, you can use a TheraBand or a towel, and you could wrap front of the ankle like that, and then bring your knee back like so. So you're not bending the knee as deep, and you will be holding that again for 20 to 30 seconds, and you can of course repeat it on the other side. Then it's quite important as well to do a little bit of release work on the quads and your IT band and your VL, your lateral quads. If you don't have a foam roller, you could use a tennis ball or something similar and just move it along. If you got a roller, we'll just start from the hip, and then we'll be rolling along the thigh. This is for your IT band. If you have a few knots here or there, it can be quite sensitive, so don't worry about it. For more support, you can rest the front foot to help you to make it more intense. Both legs come up. And you want to do about maybe 5-10 times coming back and forth. Then, to do your quads, you could actually do it on both. Just trying to roll from the front of the hip to just above the knee. Make sure you don't go over the knee itself. And then you're going to start going slightly stronger on the affected side. And rather than going all the way on the side for the IT band, if you stay just slightly on the lateral part of the thigh, your quads, that will get your VL muscle that I was mentioning. And that often can get a few tight spots here and there. Once you finish those 5-10 times of each, you can come off the roller. If you're using the ball, you won't be able to roll, so what you would do is just apply a little bit of pressure and then just move the ball along the thigh on each position. And if there's a particular point where you feel the thigh is tighter, it's a bit more painful, you should hold it for a little bit longer. I hope you found this set of exercises helpful. They should always be pain-free when you do them, so make sure they're not making your knee worse. They should help and make your knee feel better. If you're noticing your knee is a little bit swollen or feels a little bit inflamed, please apply a little bit of ice. Either you can wrap a few ice cubes on a towel, or if you have an ice pack, just always cover the ice pack with something so it doesn't irritate the skin, and try to apply the ice 2 or 3 times a day, ideally for 5 to 10 minutes. Other things that you can add if your knee is a little bit swollen is resting with your leg slightly elevated, like if you're watching television at night. But remember, if you're lying with your leg elevated, the leg should be, or your knee should be higher than heart level, which means when you're lying down, you should be fully lying down with your legs, maybe with a couple of pillows or something, to make sure they're slightly higher than your chest. Otherwise, it's not going to help the swelling at all. So yeah, if you have any other questions or suggestions for any other videos you would like me to work on, please drop me a message. I hope you found this useful. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, and hopefully I will see you in my next video soon. Thank you for watching. See you soon. Bye bye.